Hey, everybody, welcome into the building. Happy Monday. I'm glad you're here with me. Listen, today was my day. I was just running around like a crazy woman. Running around like a crazy woman, one, because for the first time ever in my life, I'm still shopping, but that's neither here nor there, okay? I've been going crazy bananas. But in addition to that, once a month, I have to go to the city. My dad is going through chemo. 80 why I always is he 85 or 84? He's 84. He's 84. 84. Okay, going through his chemo, taking it like a champ. So pray for dad because I need him to live till he's about 110. Okay, I don't know if he's in agreement with that, but I am. But anyway, guys, I'm here. This Real Housewives of Potomac. Oh, we got stuff to talk about. There's some stuff to talk about. It was a nice, even flow type of episode, and I'm here for those. I don't need every episode to be rah, 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 rah. But we learned a lot during this episode, and we have a lot to talk about. Let me bring my peeps up in the building. Okay. Hey, Curves.
Hey, what's good? What's
What's
good?
going on? What's going
Oh, there
on?
you are. I was like, why is it so blurry?
Oh, okay. There you go. I'm loving that shirt you got on.
Thank you. It's nice and snuggly for these holidays. What's good, Mia?
Yes, yes. Hey, Eve. What's up?
Hey, how are you, ladies?
Good.
Hi,
What is
Eve.
that? Are you here on behalf of Karen?
Yes.
Kern.
Karen? Karen?
Kern.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm here. Hey, Robin.
Hey, Diva. Hey, Curse. Hey, E. What's
Hey,
good, Robin?
Robin.
Listen, I'm here on behalf of the Academy that does the ratings for these TV shows right now.
Ah, listen, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we need Dad to live to. He's like 110. I'll do with 100 too, but whichever one, whichever one, I'll accept it. Hey, Roy.
What's good,
Hey,
Brian?
Diva. Hey, Curse. Hey, Eve. Hey,
Hey,
Robin. Hey,
Roy.
Nick. Listen, Diva, 99 and a half won't do, okay? We need
Okay.
110 all the way. Trucking it, taking it all the way.
What do they call the 100-year birthday? It's called something.
Centennial.
Yeah.
Centennial. That's
Centennial.
Uh-huh.
what we looking for. Okay, that's what we looking for. Emmanuel, hey, what's up?
Hey guys, how are you? Can y'all hear me by the way?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hi,
Hey.
Emmanuel.
Okay, good, because I'm using my
We
AirPods.
can hear you. We can hear you. Listen, guys, thanks for being here because I know I threw it up late. Oh, we got a stranger. Stranger danger. Hey,
Hey,
Juanita.
hi.
Hi,
Juanita.
Juanita.
Nice to see you. Welcome back. So
Oh, thank
listen,
you.
guys. Here, listen. Okay, so you know what? Giselle's house. We gotta talk for a minute. I'm gonna give it up to Giselle in this house, okay? And the reason why I'm giving it up is because she bought a fixer-upper. If you go back to when Giselle first purchased that home, it was a disaster. And she is a single woman doing the darn thing. She had to go through construction by herself, and let's give it up. She did it. The house looks, yes, come on now. The house looks
Yeah, yeah.
amazing. It's Giselle's taste, and that's fine. But I really think overall, no shade, she did a really good job with this home. I like it. I'm happy for her. So everybody in the chat, please give it up to Giselle because she did the darn thing with
Yes,
her
you
home.
did.
Okay. Yes, she did. So now, Karen comes over. Okay. So Karen comes over. Karen's shading the house in the confessionals, but Karen is Karen, right? Yes, come on, Sheila. That house, yes, she did. She did a good job on the house. She did. And listen,
It's coming
guys,
together.
it's coming together. And Jizzy backs are, yes, it does. And let me tell you something. When you have to deal with contractors, period, it's a lot. When you have to deal with contractors as a single female, woo, it is even more than that because they will try to play you out. They will try to overcharge you. It is a hot mess. And that's why I'm really giving it up to her. She did it. And I'm proud of her, right? So
Yeah.
now, yes, the house looks like a rainbow. Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
Home
it's all put
ownership is,
together.
yes, it is. Home ownership is an accomplishment in and of itself. Robin, yes, it is. The rebel sunflower. Hold on now. Thank you for the super chat. Now, what you doing here? I'm not giving it up to that hodgepodge house diva. Now, see, rebel, it's the holiday season. It's the holiday season. Okay, rebel, I'm gonna come back to you at the end of this live here, and I'm gonna check on you one more again. We want you to have a change of heart.
Part of me agrees with
She did
Rebel.
it, huh?
Part of me agrees with Rebel.
Part of you agrees with
I'm
Rebel.
happy that she did it, and happy, yay, she's single and she did it. And the way that's kind of put together, I'm like, it's like her fashions, literally, in a big old construction thing.
Yes, but like Miss Sharon said, we're giving it up to her because it's worth like $1 million. Okay, come on,
Yes.
we got to come on now.
Talk
She's a
about
single mother. Come on, Miss Sharon. That's the angle where I'm coming from. But I see a lot of people are agreeing with Rebel. But see, y'all, we got to give it up because she did the darn thing. But we're going to move on. We're going to move on. So Karen comes over, right? And you know, there's something about the grand dame that I just love. I just love the way Karen shakes and moves, how she slithers around town being messy, dropping bombs of mess at everybody's house. You know what? Low key, the grand dame is the bone collector. She's a bone collector. She goes to the different houses, collects the information, picks it up, put it in her little bag, and then she goes drop it off at people. Did you know? She goes visit somebody else. Did you know that Giselle said she's messy, okay? Low key messy.
I noticed that. I said Karen's a little messy tonight.
She's a little
like
messy
a busy bee.
Yeah, she low key carries the bones. But I'll finish out this scene and then we're gonna talk, right? So Karen in her confessional talking about, they asked her, what do you love about Giselle's house? She said this chandelier at the front door. Now come on, Karen. No, don't do that to her. Okay. This girl did the darn thing. But I like Karen because she brought over for the twins. She brought them over their birthday gift, some Gucci, okay? Everything Gucci, so we love it. And the twins are cutie pies. They're absolutely gorgeous. And somebody said it before, the best part of Giselle are those twins and her children and even the other daughter. So I thought that was really great. So Giselle is telling Karen about the live show that her and Robin about to put together. She asked, Karen what's going on with her live show. And Karen said, her live show is going to be about love, okay? And what Karen said is that she likes Mia because Mia owns her stuff. Like if Mia is wrong, she'll admit to it. Does she really own her stuff, Karen? Because she didn't say anything to Wendy. She didn't apologize to Wendy, but we'll carry on, right? And so then Giselle tells Karen, that Mia and Jacqueline had a shower together. Mia had that Jacqueline, had sex with Mia's ex-boyfriend and Mia watched, and that, Mia and Jacqueline, we don't know. They got something special going on. And it is what it is. So Karen was just sitting back like, OMG, what the heck is going on between Mia and Jacqueline? So Curves is the grand dame, the bone collector. What do you really think about Giselle's house? And what did you think about that scene?
Well, okay. Jizzy's house is, like I said, a lot like her style to me, in my opinion. It's nice, but it could always use a little something else. But isn't it nice also that her house construction didn't come with implications of sexual favors for construction to get done? That's interesting that she got through the fray without that happening as a single lady building a $1 million house, so I'm glad that she made it through in that regard too. And the house, once you get inside, I like the eclectic style. I like a little velvet with some animal print. Hey, and throw in some white marble floors. Why don't you? I love it. If she has any gold faucets, though, I might think she's going a little too far. But the rest of it, I like a lot right now. But yeah, it's thrown together like her fashions. As far as Karen, hey, where's the representative for Karen? That was E, right? That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Karen,
yes.
Because it's Kurrn. Kern. She is being the bone collector extraordinaire. We can give her some extraordinaire, darling, because she's the grand dame. So we can give it to her this season. And you guys know what?
What?
I like Karen this season.
Come on, girls.
I might be a Karen convert.
Mm.
Oh my God. Like,
You
I
didn't
like
like
the
her
way
before?
she's treat. I have not been particular about Karen, and
Okay.
I'm liking her now. Yeah. I
Okay.
like that she's bringing it. I like she's being a little messy, but she can stand 10 toes down in whatever she brings all the time. I
Mm-hmm.
don't mind. I haven't caught her in any lies this season. She seems to be all factoids so far. I'm liking that. I love her with the kids. Her with the girls
Yes.
is adorable. And that's historical, you guys. She has a pattern. Hey, Miss Dugan, hope you're feeling better. She has a pattern of being that way throughout the whole franchise series. She's always been there for the kids. Don't talk about the kids, but she's here for the kids. So I love those scenes. And the live show's a good thing. This whole sex talk, not sex talk, telling them about showers and talk about threesomes from 20 years ago. I mean, 20 years ago info. Okay. And 20 years ago info, Mia, all to make this lady your representative look like what? Like, well, how is she trying to portray her? I told y'all Jacqueline was going to be her Gigi, and she's doing a whole number right now with this lady and their whole past. But I feel like what we're going to see is Mia going to be displaced because she's only going to be mad at Kern for talking about her business, but she's not being mad with Giselle. You guys pay attention with me. Am I tripping? Does she do that or not? I'm done.
You'll
Yeah,
see why.
she's messy. E, what did you think about this scene? The house. What did you think?
Well, first, can I say in 10 seconds or less that, I wanted to apologize to anyone I offended last week with my comments about Chris and his profession. I don't look down on people who are professional chefs. What I was trying to convey, and maybe it didn't come across that way, I think Candace is beautiful. Candace is smart. She had her whole life ahead of her, and I think she could have done better, is all I meant. But in regards to this scene, I thought Karen is absolutely beautiful. I love the way that Karen carries herself, the way that she dresses for her age is just beautiful. She's very graceful. She's a class act. I like that she doesn't go to someone's house without a gift. Unlike some of them, when they go to people's houses, I love her rapport with the children. I agree with Curves. I think Giselle's house is no rhyme or reason. It's just all put together and just it's a hodgepodge. Um, in regard to that mess that Giselle was doing, I really hope Mia was watching, and I really hope she understands that she looks the fool by clicking up with Giselle and Robin because these two chickadees were never your friend. They're nobody's friend except not even each other's. Okay, this is a what do you call this when you click up? It's an alliance. And
Mm.
that when Giselle was doing all that talking about Mia, Giselle was going to do that regardless. She had already started that before they left Miami. And
She did.
so Karen is going to go back and relay the bone, to keep the story going. But I don't know if I want to blame Karen per se. I know we got a glimpse of what's to come on next week, but again, Mia has misdirected anger for a lot of people. And ultimately, and you guys know I came on it initially defending Mia, but I have to call a thing a thing. Mia puts herself in these situations. She puts her foot in her mouth. She talks too much. And then when things implode, she's looking for anyone to blame. But you start with self. That's where you start. Self.
Amen. Amen. Emmanuel, what did you think about this scene with Karen and Giselle? And are you liking Giselle's house? I think she did the darn thing. How do you feel?
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, it wasn't like, I got blown away or anything, but, it was nice. It was nice to see Karen being really nice to the kids and bringing them some gifts. So when they were talking, that's kind of like the first time I kind of realized, I was like, wait a minute, just Karen is kind of messy. She's just as messy as the rest of them, but I just feel like the difference is that she doesn't come off as like mean spirited. Like
Right,
it doesn't come off that way. So I don't know.
right.
I still love her. I don't like Giselle at all, but for the first time, I was kind of like into her investigating this. I'm like, okay, let's get into it. Let's figure out what's really going on with Jacqueline and Mia, and like, we'll see that later. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this scene.
Yep, thank you. Roy, are you giving it up for Giselle House? Because they giving her half accolades here. They saying it's all right. They saying it's all right. What do you feel?
I will give it up for Giselle's house. You know, it's homey. You know, it's
Yeah,
Giselle. It speaks
yeah.
Giselle. So you know, I will give it up from the aspect of a single black woman with three children doing this all on her own. You know, very good to her. You know, from what we know, she didn't have to get any inside help. You know, through favors or anything like that. So claps off to her. Um, as far as stop, Diva. Okay. Karen, as we have been telling y'all all season, she is the grand dame. Who only than Karen to walk in with not one but two Gucci bags?
Mm,
I am here,
mm, mm-hmm,
bracelet Gucci's for the twins, which was just amazing.
mm-hmm.
We're gonna stop playing this narrative as if Karen is not, you know, the grandma of the group. Like the children love Karen, she love the children, and she is that, you know, very nice and generous to the children. There has never been a time where Karen has had any problems with the children. Not that anybody is saying that, but we're gonna normalize Karen being that she is that girl. She is the grandma of the show. So yes, thank you, Grand Dame, for coming through with the Gucci for the twins. We appreciate it.
Yes, we
As
do.
far as Karen being the bone collector, Karen is not the bone collector. Now she may be the bone carrier, but she is
Mm,
not the collector.
okay.
Giselle collected the bones because if we know, Giselle called Karen over there to share a conversation that Karen was not even a part of because Karen was with Wendy when all of this was going down. So if we're gonna
True.
call somebody the bone collector and the carrier, it is Giselle. But she did, and I wouldn't even call her the bone carrier because she went and told Mia. You know, she said to Mia that we said that we were going to be honest and truthful with each other. So she was only carrying through with doing what she said she would do.
Now, Roy, you taking the train off the track. Now, you put this train back on the track and call it what it is. She is the bone carrier, okay? Now, if you don't
Well,
want to call her corrector, if you don't want to call her corrector,
well,
I'll
yeah,
get
we
rid
want
of that.
collector. I'll give it to the carrier. I will say the carrier, yes.
Okay.
But she was only
Okay.
She's in the
delivering what was put in
vicinity of
her
the
hands. I
bone.
mean,
She's in the vicinity of the bones.
I mean, and in my opinion, this is just per me, and I want to take the attention off of Karen because this is Giselle. First of all, this is none of Giselle's business what goes on with who in their bedroom and anybody else. I mean, unless
Mhm.
you're trying to join a part of this group, then I don't understand why you're so interested in what you want to know so bad for. But we'll go on to the next person, and I'll save the rest for the next scene.
Okay, thank you. Robin, what do you think? Are you liking Giselle's house? Are you going to give it up?
I am going to give it up. I'm going to applaud, and I'm even going to like Giselle's house. I'm going to like her house, not because it is or isn't my taste, but I would applaud anyone who has the roof over their head, that pays
Mm-hmm.
their own bill, that has
Amen.
their own lease, that
Well,
pays
well.
their own mortgage, that's not
Uh-huh.
with their hand out. They got a couch
Oh.
I might be able to surf on. Let's go with that.
Woo!
Okay.
So we're going to applaud that.
Okay, come on, Robin. Come on now. Go ahead, girlfriend.
And listen, and to anybody out here, we know we talk a lot of mess. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't like her house, if you don't like the way it looks, unless you're ready to help and fix it to your liking, keep your comments to yourself.
Oh
That's
my.
just my opinion.
Oh my. Okay.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Robin. I was asked my opinion. Therefore, I
I know,
gave
but
it.
you know what? Let me tell you real quickly as a side. One day I was in my kitchen. One of my friends, who's also my sorority sister, lived around the corner. She came over on a Sunday morning, and she says, "You know what, big sis? I don't like that stuff on your kitchen counter." She got up and she arranged that part of my kitchen. And I was like, you know what? There you go. Don't just
Right.
talk about it, be about it. And I
Be
wasn't
about it.
mad. She
Right.
was like, you can put these appliances here. So that's that. That's where I come from. Now
I
about
Okay.
feel
my
you. I feel
girl,
you. I feel
now
you.
about Karen. Karen was so light and airy for me this episode. She was fun. She was funny. She was charming. She was endearing. Y'all calling her all kind of things with bones. I don't think that she's a bone collector. I don't think that she's a bone carrier. I did think she was a bone exposer. Because look at how easily she asked those questions without any fanfare. She wasn't snapping her neck or sucking her teeth to ask questions. And that's how she was able to expose all this information very easily about Miss Mia. Now, I agree with you, Roy Air, when you say, that's her business, whatever. But you know what? Mia, in my opinion, is a provocateur and an exhibitionist to a large degree. So she wants y'all to know of all these things about her. The only thing I will say that is of concern to me as it relates to this particular subject matter is that because of her upbringing, I know that I work with kids in congregate care, and they have a lot of exposures and behaviors that are very sexually have sexual overtones or relations or relationships. You have kids who live like in these communities together that act out sexually, and it might not necessarily be something that would be normal to them. So my concern for her is that some of this behavior and acting out has to do with her issues in her youth. But we're not here. We're not here to get that deep, I know. So let's move on. And you know what? If Giselle invites me to her home, I will go and I'll bring a nice bottle of wine.
There you go. Yolanda, Mia exposed herself when she said G had no money. I'm trying to tell you, these ladies that get so messy about their husband, I don't get it. But we got to carry on because we got some other scenes to get to. Juanita, are you good with Giselle's house? Are you liking the house?
I like the house for Giselle, and it was comfortable for her, and it's nice. And one thing I could say for her, she didn't have to drop it low or spread them wide in order to get the job done. And also, as far as Karen, I think Karen was a little messy, but she was a little classy with her mess. She knows how to collect it, get all the facts, all the information, and then she knows how to just ease it, slide it. She's a smooth operator. She knows how to just slide it through. So I like that about her.
She's slithering. She's slithering in and out.
Yes, that's what she did.
She's slithering in and out.
She slithered it out. She did a little
she did.
slither. So she was really good.
Yes, Sebastian, are you liking the house?
No.
Oh my.
No.
What don't you like about it?
First of all, Giselle, we cannot act as if she has not criticized every woman's house on this show. We cannot act like that. She has done people dirty. I remember a couple of seasons ago when Ashley and Robyn, I think it was Ashley, she had, even though I love Ashley, but sometimes she does her bad things. Had Ashley dressed up as a pizza guy to deliver pizza to see if Karen actually lived in that home in Great Falls.
That's true.
She has criticized Monique for her home. She has disrespected Charisse's home first season. She has done a lot of things to people's homes. So basically, I'm going to disrespect her home. I personally think her home is very low budget.
So there.
Okay, hold on. Hey, wait, hold on, Sebastian. Hey, Tori, I love you. I'm glad to see you there. Hope you're cooking something good. She said, hey, family, I will be listening. I'm cooking. Do not forget the Bishop Bling Bling. Whitehead was indicted for wire fraud, extortion, telling a lie to the FBI. Love y'all. Yeah, I got a story. I'm behind on so many stories. Yes, he a hot mess. God is not pleased with him right now, but we'll talk about that later. Go ahead, Sebastian. Finish your thought, and I want to move on to this Wendy scene. So go ahead.
Yes, Giselle has disrespected everybody's home. So the only thing I can say to Giselle, if she does invite me over, I will bring my friend who is an architect with me.
Oh my.
She's going to need a lot of help in that home.
Oh my. Okay. So the Rebel Sunflower. Wait, hold on, Robin. The Rebel Sunflower and Sebastian is not happy with Giselle in her past transgressions, so they're not giving her no love for this home. So hold on one second. Let's get to this next scene, right? So Wendy, because she didn't take care of her health took care of her, okay? Took her down. She had to go get these kidney stones removed. And Mama Susan came to help. Um, Mama Susan. Now I don't talk about the moms. I try not to. I try not to talk about the moms. But Mama Susan, from the last time we seen her to now, Mama Susan been getting it in with the food. And Mama Susan, Mama Susan, I'm just saying, it's just a small observation. I'm concerned about Mama Susan. So and Mama Susan, all she keep talking about is wanting some boobs. I, I think there's some other things Mama Susan could do besides worry about getting these boobs, but that's just me. Okay. So Mama Susan came over to help. Let me tell you something. Wendy's little daughter, she's another one. She's a cutie pie, right? But I'm concerned because every scene we see her in, she hungry. She was supposed to be giving. She's supposed to be giving. She's supposed to be feeding Wendy. She's supposed to be feeding Wendy, and she ate. When Wendy said she didn't want no more of that soup, Mama finished that whole bowl of soup in 2.2 seconds. Now I'm gonna have to call somebody on. If I see one more scene where little Mama's hungry, I'm about to make a phone call because Eddie and Wendy got some explaining to do. Okay, but that's what happened there. So Mama Susan said that, because she just got out the hospital herself, and she said the doctors told her to take a chill pill, tell her to chill out. She said she fine. The only thing they told her was only reason why she was in the hospital because she was exhausted. I'm not going to get on Mama Susan no more. I'm going to leave her alone because I can't, because I'm not going to do that to Mama. Wait, the Rebel Sunflower, Mama Susan made this episode for me. Did she though? Thank you for the super chat. Yeah,
Diva.
Mama Susan. That's all I'm going to say is Mama Susan. So yes, Sebastian, go ahead.
No, it's Pia.
Oh, go ahead, Pia.
Look, there's certain people you can talk about, but then there's certain people you can't.
Okay.
One of them are gypsies, and one of them are people from Haiti.
Okay.
And one of them are people, I don't know where Wendy's from, but you don't do Nigeria. I saw the serpent in the rainbow. That is a true story. So you let that woman live.
Okay, I gotta leave Mama Susan alone because listen, Tutu told me don't do that, Diva. Okay, I was trying to tread lightly. I just wanted to make an observation.
Nope.
But when they did the flashback of Mama Susan, she was a whole different person 90 days ago versus now. But go ahead, Pia. I'm sorry.
I said nope. She gets a pass.
Okay. I'm gonna give her a pass. Okay.
But we can talk about Mia all day because I don't like her.
Okay, but we're on the scene with Wendy, her kidney stones, little Mama being hungry all the time. I'm concerned. Who we have here? Wait, did you change your name? What do you got there? Reasonably what? Boring? Oh, reasonably boring.
Reasonably boring.
Reasonably boring. So what do you have to say about Wendy? Her kidney stones, little Mama being hungry.
Well, you know what? It's 9 centimeters, so she needs to hold back. Okay. But you know what? The scene was, I enjoyed seeing Wendy's family rally and help her out. It was a wholesome scene. Mm-hmm. And the same can't be said about Mia, though.
Right, we're not there right now, though. We need to talk about Wendy and this kidney stone. I could come back to you later when we get to Mia, because I'm concerned.
I'm ready
right
to shade her.
little Mama was hungry. Royer, what's going on? What's with Wendy, the kidney stone? They said I gotta leave Mama Susan alone, but Mama Susan and little Mama being hungry. What's going on?
Listen, baby girl, it's a lot going on. First of all, I felt that I don't know if it was Wendy. I don't know if it was the producers. I don't know if it was Eddie. I don't know if it was the children. I don't know if it was the mama. But we were just being a bit extra. I thought Wendy was, having some kind of attack, like we were shutting down. Like it was a bit much. But I've never had kidney stones, so maybe it's that serious.
Brutal. They're brutal.
Okay.
You feel like you're gonna pass out and leave this earth. They are brutal. And for something that's so tiny, you would think, how is that tiny thing wreaking so much havoc in your life? Oh, but no, it is that bad. It really is. And you ask anybody that had a kidney stone, It's horrible. It's
Is it
horrible.
close to childbirth?
That's what she said.
It probably just
It's
is the same or even worse. It's
it said
brutal.
it's
So
just the
yes,
same or worse. It's the
yes,
same or
That's
worse.
what she
it's the
said.
same or worse. But not only, but you know what though, her face was beat to the gods. She had that makeup on.
She did. I
Her
was
wig was
She
just
looked
a little
great.
lifted. It was
but
just a little lifted in the front when she got home, but she looked fierce.
it
I was
was.
like, Wendy.
Okay.
See, that's the part that I
But
cannot
you
take
know,
serious. I cannot take
Mama
her serious.
Susie is just as dramatic as Wendy, so I
Yes.
expected nothing less when she came home. And
Wendy
Mama
was
Susie,
dramatic.
get the kids. Kids, what does she want? Make sure mommy's okay. Let me get some
Get
Yeah,
pork
that, get
chops.
that
Let me get
water.
some soup. Let me this.
right.
Let me that.
Get
Mama
that
was
Wendy.
water.
running
Get that
the
water.
house, okay?
What she
Get
said?
that water,
Get your
Wait,
yes.
let
mama
her
some
let
water.
wait, hold on, guys. Let Roya finish so we can hear everybody. But Mama Susan said she was a nurse and she wanted to give her pepper and go ahead
Pork
and some
chops.
wine. Go
Pork
ahead.
And
chops.
wine. I said, not the red wine. Red wine? Really, Mama? She said, Mom, I just need water and soup.
Not the Nigerian way, she said.
Not the
Not the
Nigerian way,
Nigerian.
just
Not the
some regular soup.
Nigerian.
Now, Diva, little Cam, now we could talk about Miss Sue, but we can't talk about baby Cam because I love me some little precious, cute baby Cam. Let me
Yes.
tell you, she just greedy like the rest of these kids. All of these kids is greedy nowadays. They eat you out of house and home, and she
Okay.
growing up with two brothers, so you know what that's already like. You know, two brothers, one girl in the household, everybody eating. We all getting it in.
Okay, so I
I
got
just
okay,
love
so I got to okay, so I got to leave it alone. Okay, I'm gonna leave
put
little
the
Cam
brakes
Cam
on little
alone.
baby girl because she
All
is so
right,
adorable.
she is
Listen,
adorable.
Eddie and Wendy, I love the support. I love the honesty. As I said last week, I love that. I feel that Eddie plays such a big part as parent than what
Yes.
we really see on TV. And I love that he is okay with that and that Wendy still supports him in those endeavors as she's still trying to keep her life together. So I
That's a
love
real
that.
marriage.
It is a real marriage. Yes. Perfect. Yes.
Exactly.
And then last but not leastly, I love that Wendy was trying to talk to her mom. Mom, you need to slow down. You know, I work so hard because you work so hard. And I want to slow down because I don't want to pass this on to Cam. So I loved how mom seeing the three generations in the room taking care of one another and that we have to, slow this thing down. We have built up our wealth. We have built up what our children didn't have. So let's take time to enjoy it and let's take time to spend time with our families and take care of ourselves so that we can be here to enjoy the fruits of our labor. So I love that.
I love it too. But you know what? Mama said that her boobs are hanging down low because she's
And Wendy said,
I'm here
Mom,
for
there are
it.
so many things going in the world. That is the bottom of my list. Okay. So she scratched that.
Yeah.
no.
But
Mom,
they need to get her
her
boob.
mom know that she got her boobs done, so she's saying it's my turn now. Give me some boobs.
Mm-mm.
She
Mama,
want her
that's at the
boobs.
bottom of the
Yes.
list.
Yeah. Okay. Emmanuel, what did I come to you already? What do you have to say about Wendy, the kidney stone, Mama Susan?
The mom looked really different from the flashback.
Yeah.
But I liked seeing her, and I like seeing it. Just what everybody else said, the support that was nice
The
with her
support is
family.
beautiful. I agree
Yeah.
with you. Yes. Okay. And I guess I'm not going to make no phone calls about Cam because
Yeah,
Roy
I can.
is saying that she's just, regular kid being hungry. But every scene she's hungry, but I won't be concerned. I'll take back my concern. Juanita, what did you think about Wendy, the kidney stone, Mama Susan? Listen, and Wendy scared the piss out of Eddie. Don't be scared,
Yes.
Eddie. He said I was so scared. What do you think
Hmm.
about this scene?
Well, I felt sorry for Wendy, but Mama Susan took the cake. That lady knows she tickled me when she talked about those spiced pork chops and that wine, and I'm like, now you know better than that. But what was funny was when she had her plate. Did you see all that food?
Listen, Mama was getting it in. She was
Mama
sitting
ain't
there.
playing.
She ain't
But she
playing.
But she was sweet. She was funny, and I liked the way that she, took care of her daughter, and I liked the way she, get your mama some water, boys, do this, do that, and I liked the way Eddie was there, and I loved the little girl. Oh, she is just a little sweetheart. She was so cute. helping her mom. And you know something about kids. Okay, if you have a plate and you're eating, they want what you have. So she might be like that whenever she sees somebody with something she wants. So that's just the way kids are, like Roy said. But I just thought it was a
Okay.
wonderful, beautiful scene.
It was a beautiful scene. It was a beautiful scene. Sin City from Nola said, can need some of Miss Gomez picture.
Oh, she should send some over for real.
Me too, Sin.
Sebastian, are we buying Mama Susan some booze? Do we need to start a GoFundMe? What's going on?
First of all, I'm gonna say this. So I heard we should not say anything about. We shouldn't go into the details. This is what Pia said. When we have Haitians or Nigerians, well, listen, what they do, my family does too, and I'm Cuban, so yes, I will be going on Mama Susan.
That's Sebastian.
She does not need new boobs. She's doing too much. She's doing too much. She's doing too much. She does not need new boobs. This is too much. This is just like, remember Kanye's mother? This is exactly what it is. Cameron, she's so adorable on TV.
She's adorable.
She's adorable. She's so respectful for her age.
Wendy,
you have a PhD in public affairs and community development. You better make sure your daughter does not say she's hungry again on national TV before someone calls CPS to your home. That is not okay, Wendy. That's not okay. Some say it's okay. That's not okay. It's not. Every time you eating or there's food around, she's always saying she's hungry. Feed your child before producers arrive. It's not okay.
Have dinner before the cameras start rolling. Yes. Robin, did I come to you? Wendy and these kidney stones. I came to you already.
Nah, but the kidney stones are rough. Wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. That's a lie. I would. But I just really like the idea of their family and the display of them and their unity.
Yes.
The production value is something else, because I don't know that I would have a full face beat of makeup, but she's on the TV. But outside of that, it was charming.
Face beat to the gods, honey. So much so they had to put a special pillow on her couch because the couch was cream or white, and she didn't want to get none of that makeup on there. And honey, so she laid there perfectly. She laid there perfectly to make sure that
ruin the
makeup
couch.
got on her couch. Come on now, Wendy. I peeped it. I was watching closely. Get out of here. Miss Susan is spicy. She's spicy, Marsha. She's spicy. Yeah, I saw all the tattoos.
I saw those tattoos too.
Yeah. Miss Susan ain't playing, okay? Are we getting Mama Susan some boobies?
Well, absolutely not. I thought that was the wrong time to ask that. That's how I knew the whole scene was fake. I wouldn't wish kidney stones on my worst enemy. So let me say that. I do hope that she feels better. But by the same token, I know she has to pay those millions of dollars in student loans back. However, she knows that after having augmentations done, you have to take care of your body. And she's had work done. So what's the purpose in looking pretty on the outside if you're not going to do the work to remain pretty on the inside? You have to do better, and you have to put your health first, because you have these 3 kids to be here for. When she came down with that wig on and that full face of makeup and acted like she was so tired, I was thinking, well, how long did you sit in that chair to get your face painted? Like I couldn't understand that. And then the mom talking about the breast while Wendy can barely keep an eye open. I just thought it was on some Phaedra stuff. It was just fake. It was just so fake.
Well, it's reality TV.
Now, why is Phaedra in there?
But you know what though? There's been others that come on without their face beat. So I just was like, I know she had her kidney stones and she was sick, but at the same time, I'm like, but you TV ready though. So you're not keeping it 100. You're not really keeping it real. I had kidney stones. They brutal. They're brutal. They're nasty. Okay. And if you have to pass it, God help you if you survive passing it. Like, it's a beast, right? But Curves, what do you think about Wendy, this whole scene?
Oh, you know I love Wendy. I love her and her 4 degrees. I love her talking about them. I love her reading
Mm-hmm.
the people. I love her having a burn session. I love her getting out of the hospital and laying down like this.
Laying down like a goddess.
Perfectly. I love her. And I love how her mom fussed over her and made sure to make her boys participate in caring for his black mother. And I loved how the daughter took it upon herself to feed her. And that
And
was
herself.
that was just so sweet. And like feeding herself, like everybody's saying, that's what kids do. And but you could also have a point. I mean, a lot of the food we know, we could have a whole other live about how the food we eat isn't having the right nutrients because of all the genetic engineering and all of that stuff. But hey,
Yeah, we can.
we could
We
also
can.
just leave it that the kids like to eat what their parents eat too, you know? But
Yeah, yeah.
Cam
I'm joking.
Cam,
I'm joking and not joking because it's too many scenes where little Cam act like she didn't have dinner yet, and maybe she didn't. And maybe she didn't, but it's okay. I'm gonna let it go. But Trent, hey Trent, how you doing? Thanks for the super chat. Remember when Wendy went to the doctor for thinning hair with her wig on?
No, that was her natural
No,
hair.
she came with her wig off.
She didn't have her wig. I don't remember her having her wig on.
I
yeah, no,
don't
she
either
didn't have
when
a
she
wig
went.
on.
Yeah, I didn't either when she went to the doctor. I thought she had it all.
That was
I
Wendy's
could be
hair,
wrong.
but
I saw bald spots, so
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
that
I
was
think
Wendy's hair. But I do believe
yeah.
that Wendy's mom does witchcraft based upon Eddie's family not wanting to be around Wendy. I thought the mom said, I thought Eddie's family, I thought they said that Eddie's family thought that Wendy's family was bad luck. Is that true, or am I remembering that wrong?
I don't quite remember. I would have to go back and watch it, but I do know that there's tension in the family. I would have to go back. I would have to go back and
They don't even
remind
know the
myself.
kids. Eddie's family
But
doesn't even know his kids. I believe
yeah,
so.
which
Right.
is pretty sad. Which is pretty
Yeah,
sad.
they don't
Kidney
talk to them
stones and
anymore.
trying to pass them are like passing a big boulder through a tiny straw. You are absolutely correct. Kidney stones are the worst. They're nasty. So let's move on to this next scene. You know, Ashley is Ashley. Ashley and her scenes, I think, are just totally made up. And is hey, but Ashley, I need Ashley to get her check because she got the boys, right? Dylan and Dean. Adorable. So, you know, she's talking to the babysitter and she's saying Michael found her a house. You know, Michael is going to play Ashley. I
This is
promise
not a
you this.
divorce.
We got to just make a virtual bet here. Michael is going to play Ashley until them kids are 18 or 21. I promise you that. Michael is, they're not getting a divorce. He's going to be
Mm-mm.
around till the day is long. He's going to play with her and saying, I found you a house. I didn't find you a house. It fell through. It didn't fall through. He's just going to play games with her. And she's going to sit there and go for it until, you know, the kids are like 21, maybe even 30. I don't know. Ashley, yeah, you fast forward through Ashley scenes. I can't. It's just seemed too much. So
It's fake.
it's fake. So right. So here's the thing. Let's go ahead and roll right into this scene with Robyn and Giselle talking about, you know, to the yes. Uh-oh, what happened?
I'm sorry, because I have notes on Ashley real quick. I just want to just real
Yes,
fast,
yes, go
if you
ahead,
don't
go ahead.
mind.
Yes.
Listen, Ashley, Ashley, Ashley.
Oh
So
shoot.
Michael then
Okay.
found this house, right?
Right.
As you said, Diva, he is gonna work this girl until these kids are 18, maybe even 21, depending on how things are looking in their state. Ashley can't be independent. She doesn't know how to be independent, and that is why she is still with Michael because her dependency is in him. Ashley even said that her and Michael's finances are so entangled, hence Michael holds all the money and she's just
Yep.
waiting to get that check every week. He gives her allowance. So she can't go anywhere. She doesn't have an option to go anywhere. She doesn't have any choices to do anything unless Michael writes the check and gives her the money to go do whatever she needs to do. Yes, she may have some money, but it ain't no real money that's going to really get her as far as she needs to get away from him.
I agree with you, Maria, but I also think this. I think that she doesn't know how to financially even work money that she has.
Hmm.
Because like you said, she's so dependent on him. He is really her everything. She
Hmm.
may front, go out on a date here and there with somebody else. But during that date, before that date, and after that date, she's thinking about Michael.
Mm-hmm.
She's wishing that Michael and her could be together forever, and just raise these boys. And like her uncle said, get a lawyer already. He wants to shake her upside down. But you know what? She's not. She's stuck on Michael. She's stuck on stupid with Michael. And
She's
it's just
getting a
going to
rude
be what it
awakening.
is. Say that again.
She's in for a rude awakening.
Well, she is and she isn't. You know
Yeah, I don't
why?
even
Because
think
I
that.
promise you, let me tell you, if I hear that those two actually are getting a real divorce and they actually go through with the divorce, I will fall out my seat. I
I would
really
too.
don't think Michael, he's not stupid. And he doesn't want to give up his money that easily. He is not. See, you know what I think with him and Ashley, what I think happened? She agreed to all of his shenanigans up front. She was good with it. She was good with everything they was doing, but then she got tired of it and she wanted to have a real family and some kids. And when she got pregnant with the first baby, she got all nostalgic. She thought her and Michael was going to turn a leaf and be this regular traditional family.
And
And then
that's what
when
it
Mike,
was, Diva. It was
yep,
the pregnancy. I don't
yep,
think it was that pregnancy. After she had that baby, it completely, having children really changes,
yes, it
in
does.
my personal opinion, a woman's mind frame, because
Mm-hmm.
you have gone through so much in 9 months of
Yep.
building and nourishing and processing. And now that this child is here, you want better for this child than what you could have ever imagined. And so she signed up for something, not realizing I was going to have a baby, get pregnant, and fall in love with this baby and this man. Now I'm stuck with this baby and this man. Now she done had another baby. Now I'm stuck with two babies and this man. And I don't know how to get out of the situation that I'm in because I have gotten myself so deep into something that I can't even see my way out.
She needs
She
to lawyer
cannot.
up.
Well,
Yes.
you know what though? Before she even lawyers up, she needs to get her mind right.
A
She could get
therapy.
20, she could get 22 lawyers. The lawyers can't tell her. The lawyers can only help her if she's ready to leave.
Hmm.
They're not there to convince her to leave. She
Right.
wants this house with the picket fence, the dog, and the husband, and she wants her husband to be Michael, okay, to help her raise Dylan and Dean. That's what she wants. But go ahead, E. It sounds like you was trying to say something.
Yes, I cringe. First of all, I love you, Royer. You know, I love you to pieces.
I
But
love
I
you.
cringe when people say, oh, Ashley doesn't have the resources, she doesn't have the real money. Ashley, there are girls that working at Walmart with two kids who have to do it on their own. I am not giving Ashley any hall passes when it comes to life. She's over 30 years old, for crying out loud. And you have to be honest. This is what happens when you make these treasures, these earthly treasures, your God, because you have put all of your faith into this one man, and he controls everything about you, but he disrespects you, he humiliates you, he makes you a laughing stock, and he embarrasses your family, and he's done this to the women before you, and you are so broken inside you can't leave, and nobody in your family, no one can talk sense into you. I even if at From what I understand, Ashley is well off. Even if she has all of that intertwined with Michael, the way that the prenup is set up, she was smart enough to renegotiate her prenup. She had a postnup done a few seasons ago. So they can divide that up really well. If the only reason she can't leave is because she's still worshiping this man and giving him more power than he's due. And that can destroy her. What Michael has the power to do now, he can turn those boys against her because by the time she wakes up, it'll be too late. She needs to leave, and she needs to leave right now.
Listen to
Well,
Uncle Lump.
yeah, Uncle Luck, right? But you know what though? But see, E, this is where I gotta ask you, why can't you have a heart for Ashley? Some compassion.
Oh,
Exactly.
Diva, I'm going to hush now. That's my cue. I'm going to mute myself.
So wait. So Robin and Giselle, they talk about their recently live show. They get a venue that seats 400 people. See, you know what my problem is? Where are these people, managers, event planners? This is your first time out the gate. Some very well-known professionals have trouble seating 400 people and selling those tickets. Y'all think I cannot with them. I think they should have had a smaller venue, but whatever. But wait, let me finish it out and then I'll go around to everybody. They had 120 VIP tickets, okay? And the girl said it should fill up the first 4 rows. Well, it looks like the first few rows were filled up to begin with, right? So
like
now
50 people.
They also said, oh, Rebel Sunflower, I'm full house right now because I got 10 people. So they also said that they dropped 10K of their own money, okay? Juan was a part of this shenanigan. And then, Giselle talked about how she's not invited to the wedding. Well, we move forward and we get to the actual live show. It's 90% empty, okay, 10% filled, okay? The twins
5 to 10 seats.
Listen, the twins was there. The membership. Rebel, you just gotta click on. I think you can only do it from a computer.
Yeah, you have to be online. So if you get on a computer, you can do it. You can't do it through your phone, unfortunately.
Yeah. So the venue is, and thank you, Rebel Sunflower. I truly appreciate it. So the venue was half empty. Okay. Karen was shading the heck out of it the whole time. You want to know who's recently shady too? Ray Ray. Ray Ray got a whole lot of shade in him. Okay.
No, we not gonna do Ray Ray like this.
No, Ray Ray was being shady. Okay. The darn MC called to Giselle. What did he call her? Robin
Ray. Robin Ray.
Robin Bryant.
Robin
Bryant.
Bryant.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was Robin Ray.
No, Robin Bryant. Now, wait a minute. She said that they made $14,000. Hold on now. Let's do math here. And listen, I was not at the head of the class when it comes to math. But she said they spent $10K. And then she want to tell us they profited $14K. So that means that they would have had to make $24,000 that night. I don't see it. The lies. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. I'm putting it right there. In the name
that didn't give me 24,000.
The lies. It's the lies for me that I cannot do. Come on now. The math ain't mathing.
Get your Candy Barrett's voice on.
I said, huh? Hold on now. This can't be so. You spent 10, you profited 14, 90% of the seats were empty. When y'all was running down the aisles, y'all had to pass 15 rows before you got to people. Okay. It was a whole hot mess. And it was no structure. It looked boring. And Juan came up there to do what? And then once again, when you ask the question about the wedding, she's sitting there like, what do I say? And Juan is up there looking crazy too. Like, because they know it's not going to be any wedding. I'm going to stop there. This whole live, who thought of it? Why did they think about it? And here's my thing. Y'all know y'all about to be on TV. I would have been blasting my social media or some format or telling people that know how people to get some tickets. And y'all are they both in sororities. And we know those sororities, they think it's thieves.
Unless you
I would have blasted my chapter and said, look, get the people in the building. Even if they get in there for free, I'ma just pretend they paid, but get them in these seats.
Listen, no, Diva, no. Let me tell you, I stand 10 toes down. I have great embarrassment over these women's behavior. And I tell you what, if Giselle was in my chapter and she was like, come on, hook a sister up, I'd be like, nah, because you embarrass us on the TV.
Well, you know what? Now, I will say this because I think I said it before. There was supposed to be a reality TV show with sororities and fraternities. And they shut those sororities and fraternities.
That's right.
Down.
And you know why?
Shut it down. So
they didn't just shut it down, but those people in my sorority, they were suspended from the organization because they did not have the permission to use the organization, the name, the likeness, image, none of that, and they were embarrassing.
But let me just say,
they did not live up to the standard.
Right, but let me say this. But still, you know what? You can say, can you ask your friend of a friend that ain't in a sorority? Because at the end of the day, these sororities and fraternities, they thick as thieves. They
And at
thick
the end
as
of the
thieves.
day, as a
So,
30-plus year
but wait,
member of one of them
hold on 1 second,
sororities,
Robin. Just wait, hold on 1 second. So they could have said, you know what? Ask your friend of a friend who has nothing to do with the sorority if they could come through and hook a sister up, okay?
Nope.
And just sit in the seat. But let me
Nope.
go around. Reasonably boring. What did you think about this live show? And what the heck going on? And that they made 24K. I'm sorry. Well, they made 24K because they said 14K was their profit. What did you think about the Reasonably Shady live show?
Honestly, hence the name, reasonably boring. It was boring as hell. Ashley didn't save it with her wacky doodle dance. And the only person who really saved the scene and was a home run for me was Karen. She was just, the highlight of all of it. Honestly, I feel since this scene was so boring, they should have just skipped it to the end of the scene where they were talking about Mia. That's what I think. It was just boring.
Yeah, it was. Well, and I forgot to add that. What, Rebel Sunflower, you are correct. Why didn't they ask for iHeart's help? They messed up to me with this whole thing. And you're right. Thank you for that. We need to add the end of that scene. The end of that scene was so incredibly messy. Jacqueline, I'm trying to figure Jacqueline out, right? Jacqueline, she's a rookie. And she's making rookie reality TV mistakes. She's being messy. Pia, I'm coming to you. Tori, you're saying the same thing as Robin. The sorority does not like how she's moving, and that's fine. Forget the sorority then. But I would have got people in them seats if I would have had to go on the street corners and said, people come sit in there for free. Listen, all of the talk shows, the daytime talk shows, you don't have to pay for them tickets. They get people in those seats. They should have got people in those seats for the ops. Pia, what did you think about this live show?
Wait, let me say something quickly.
Yes,
where were Giselle and Robyn's 1 million followers? That's what I want to know.
Oh shoot, you done threw smoke in the game.
Where's the millions?
Where's it? Come on, you threw smoke in the game. But can I tell you though? Gizelle and Robyn, they're both delusional, because when they was on the Chevy Shepherd show, Giselle said she don't give a darn about social media. Well, social media is your fans, girl. Maybe that's why nobody was in the seats. But Pia, I'm coming to you. What did you think about this live show?
I went and made a snack. That's what I thought. I went and I made a snack. I don't have time for boring stuff. I'm sorry. I went and I made a snack. Man, my snack was more entertaining than her doing the Cabbage Patch.
And a bad Cabbage Patch.
So that's what I thought. I went and I made a snack.
Well, thank you, Pia. You're very welcome. Snack. That says it all.
Yep.
Royer, what did you think about this Reasonably Shady live show?
Reasonably boring.
Reasonably Shady live show was exactly what I expected it. Lackluster, lazy work. Mm-hmm. From the lackluster, lazy crew, Robyn and Giselle. We couldn't even get the host to say our names right. I mean,
oh my God.
We started off wrong. We can't get the host to say. I would agree with reasonably boring. Karen was the best part of that scene. Karen had her notebook.
That guy was drunk though.
Her note. She had what to do, what not to do. I mean, Diva. Now, let me speak for us, Diva. Now, Diva, this may be perfect for us one day, because if we decide to do live shows for our YouTubes, this is a perfect example to show us what not to do.
We should have been taking notes like Karen. But listen, from the scene from next week, it doesn't seem like Karen did that much better. But we'll talk about that when we see it next week. Okay.
Yeah. And then, so that was a hot mess. And then, as we gather on into the next scene, are we talking about that following scene now, or you want to?
Which one, with them talking after the show? You could go ahead and drag this all into it too. And wait a minute, Miss Sharon, listen, when something is happening, this is to all the great tribe out there. When something is happening in the tri-state area, that means New York, New Jersey, Philly.
And
Y'all gotta let
Connecticut.
me know, and I will pull my coins together to go there, check it out, and see what's going down. And
Look, y'all
I
let us
didn't
know.
realize, yeah, I didn't realize she was in here in New York in November. I would have went there. But listen, I have a threshold, okay, for the nonsense. $100 and under. I'm not getting crazy with no tickets now.
What
If
about
it's
Don't
Brooklyn?
pay a
$100
thousand,
and
Diva.
under,
Over 100.
they were over 100.
Yes.
Oh
Don't
well,
pay that, Diva.
Well,
Don't
that's
pay
all
that.
right, Diva, because what we gonna do is because we love you so much and we know you are a reporter, we gonna raise our offering for you. So next time that they in the tri-state area, we will raise the offering so that you can go
Go
and
fund
get
me
that
for Diva.
information
Go fund me
to
for Diva.
report back to us. To report back
I'm
to
a
us.
report.
We will
I'm a
do
Double,
that.
report.
double
Yes,
fun.
Okay,
yes.
so go ahead, Bria. Finish with that scene. With
So
Martin. Yes.
yes, going in. So we get off stage. I thought it was nice that they, took pictures with their fans and da 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 da. Because you would be surprised. And granted, even though we're fresh out of the pandemic, but you would be surprised even before the pandemic how many celebrities would like do what they do and then like completely leave. Which to me, I just feel like is disrespectful, especially when you come from reality TV,
Yeah.
music, things like that. We support you. We push you. Which is another reason why I just thought it was ridiculous why Giselle said that social media doesn't pay her, but I guess that would be the hence reason why nobody was that simply shady because social media doesn't pay you. So, but anyways, so as we carried
Touche.
on, I just thought it was
Touche.
just very unnecessary, per usual, for Giselle to get all up in Mia and her friend's business. What's her friend's name? Tasha? No,
Not
uh,
Tasha, Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. Thank you, thank you.
The
You know,
representative.
and I just like you said, Diva, Jacqueline's making yet again foolish reality TV decisions. Come on. Well, I take that back. She's not making foolish reality TV decisions. She knew exactly what Giselle was doing. Honestly, the longer I sat and watched this episode, because I watched this like 3 times, and the more I watched this, the more I kind of stepped back and was like, did Jacqueline and Giselle have a meetup before we came to this scene to try to expose Mia? And then Mia found out, which is why Jacqueline and Mia are no longer friends. It was given to me that it was a setup by Jacqueline and Giselle to be messy because I thought it was just really funny how Robin kind of pulled her Mia away to the side, and Jacqueline, I
Yeah,
mean
it was a
Giselle
setup.
was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna keep her over here." So I feel like it was a setup, and then for her to involve Cherise, I love how she said, "Let's phone a friend. This is the friend we found."
Well, yeah. How did you
That
watch this
was cute.
episode 3 times?
That was definitely cute. That was
That was
definitely
cute.
cute. But you
I
know
have
what though?
Peacock.
You know what, Roya, why I didn't think, oh yeah, I watched it more than once too, because I couldn't watch it like because
Hmm.
I have cable, I could watch it on demand. But
Yeah.
my thing is though, the only reason why I'm not leaning towards the setup because they're playing games with how Jacqueline has her car. They're playing games
It's
in
so
our face
weird.
about did Jacqueline and G sleep together? Was they part of a threesome? And why was Jacqueline going to say when some like I will say this about Sharice. Sharice said if somebody said did I sleep with Juan? I'd be like, oh heck no.
Right.
Jacqueline played games with that. She was like, ask Mia, and then Mia was like, oh, we didn't discuss what we was going to tell this group or not tell this group.
Which is why
Um,
I felt like it was a setup because it was like me
mm,
was so blindsided. She was completely blindsided by that question. That's why it was like, oh, whoa, we didn't talk about this. As you can see, Jacqueline has been following behind Mia like a puppy dog this whole entire season. Now here we
mhm.
are at this one scene specifically, and all of a sudden Jacqueline then fell off the script, and Mia's like, this was not on the script. We didn't talk about this. So that's why to me, I was like, this sounded like a setup
I see what you're
because she was
saying.
this. Jacqueline knew this. I feel like Jacqueline, as she was sitting there, the way she was smiling and kiki and laughing with Giselle, it just felt too put together for it to be like, oh, Jacqueline, let me talk to you about this. Like the questions that she was asking Jacqueline, for me, if somebody was asking those questions just off the rip, right at fresh after your show, like that's not Those are not
It's
questions that we will be
messy.
talking about. It's messy. Why are we not talking about you and your show and how everything went, you know? So I just really felt like it was a setup. And, you know, even the way they greeted each other when they were first in the lobby before the show started, Jacqueline was super excited to be at the show.
Oh my
So
God.
it just seemed very set up to me. It just seemed very set up to me
We,
against
we, we,
Mia.
we gotta keep our eye on Jacqueline. But Barbara, let me I'm in New Jersey. I'm in New Jersey, so but I go to New York all the time. I just came from New York today because my dad is in New York. So that's why I said I will do anything in the tri-state area. I'll do Philly, I'll do Jersey, I'll do New York. But we gotta see, they ain't gonna play in my face with no ticket, and I get there and it's some mess. We're not gonna do that. Emmanuel. Oh wait, hold on 1 second. Paige, thank you for the super sticker. Thad and Neck and Robin are not fan favorites. Not surprised no one showed up. But you know what? Let me tell you something. Not to get off the beaten track here. There is this thing called Seat Stare, but there's several other programs like this where regular people can pay a monthly fee, and the monthly fee is extremely low. It may be like $15, $16. Because I was a part of it before COVID happened. But once COVID happened, I stopped because they couldn't seem to get back up their shows. But whenever there's a show and they was contracted with certain people, whenever there was a show and enough tickets didn't sell, you as a part of that program can go see that show. So there are several ways they could have got people in those seats, and they need to figure it out, because I would have not put a show on the TV that I would have had that thing packed out, even if the people got in there free. I'm sorry.
It wasn't even half full. It wasn't even half full.
It wasn't even half full. It was embarrassing. And I wouldn't have got a venue with 400 people, knowing I couldn't even get no 400 people
if you
to sit
didn't
in
even
those
sell that many
seats.
tickets. Exactly. But you know, it was so funny to me because Karen was like, people had plenty of seats. They could sit 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yo, Karen.
20 seats, Royer.
20 seats between them. Karen was wilding out. And let me tell you, and that's why I'm telling you, Ray Ray got a little shade in him too, okay? Because he was like, what's going on here? Then he got up, and they was kikiing and ha-ha.
Time to take a break.
Time to take a break. Yo, Ray Ray was being shady. Emmanuel, what do you think about this scene?
I can't believe you would pay money to go watch the show, and that's what you get. And I was, I felt a little bad for Robin and Giselle, but then I saw them and the Watch What Happens live after show, and I was like, oh, they're so despicable that I was like, you know what?
Yep.
That's why they didn't sell out, because they're horrible people.
Spill the tea.
And
basically, y'all gotta go watch that Watch What Happens live. They're dirty.
You
right?
saw it, Diva?
Oh, did I see it? Did I see it? And then for them to say that the fight between what is her name?
Wendy, Monique
and what's name wasn't the same. Yo, they just messy. They're delusional. They're playing in our faces. I was just like, I'm done with them. But did you notice? Even Andy was looking at them like
he was pushing back, and Robin was starting to get mad. They were like, "Yes, we told her that night." But anyway, Ray and Karen were giving me life with their commentary. They're hilarious. With the Jacqueline thing, you're right, Diva. If anybody asked you, did you sleep with G, you would be like, no, of course not. Who would say, ask Mia? What
she took too long.
I think that she did.
I do too.
But because she didn't have that chat with Mia, she didn't know whether she could say yes or no. That's why I think she said it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, you hit it on the nail.
So, but we'll have to wait and see what happens, because I saw from the preview that Mia's mad at Karen. She's gonna get mad at Jacqueline. So it's gonna get worse. So let's wait and see what happens.
And in real time, allegedly, those two aren't speaking. So it is a hot mess. It's a hot mess. Juanita, what did you think about this Reasonably Shady live show?
A show with very few members in the audience. How dreadful.
Yes, Miss Juanita, yes.
I mean, it was just
How
awful.
dreadful! How dreadful!
That's it for me. That's all I gotta say.
Thank
That
you
was
for that.
good.
In the name of the wife, how dreadful.
How dreadful.
In the name
Sebastian,
of the Lord.
Oh,
Oh,
That was
Sebastian,
funny.
what do you think about the BB Shady Live?
I had no thoughts about it. We all saw.
I appreciate you. Okay.
damn,
Robin,
that was quick.
reasonably Shady Live.
reasonably shady was reasonably ridiculous. The reason that there was nobody there is because reasonably nobody really cares for them. And also reasonably they're lazy as hell because
And they're reasonably boring.
so much of themselves that they didn't think that they had to put in the work. That's that. Wait, let me make you everybody mad. That's that light skin privilege thing happening. they just like rolling, rest on their laurels. Please.
That's why Robin was nervous too.
Listen, Juanita. How dreadful. How dreadful. E, what do you think about this Recently Shady live show?
First of all, the tickets cost $150 if we're basing it off of the ticket price from their show in New York this past November. So to profit the $14,000, because when I heard Giselle say that they profited $14,000, I was like, maybe she meant $1,400. I didn't understand that. But to profit the $14,000, they would have needed to sell at least 160 tickets. So that would equate to 40% of the venue. I didn't think that the venue looked 40% full because the crew and the cameras and the housewives got in free. The only housewife that paid was Mia. So I'm just confused by that. Regarding the name slip of the Robin Bryant, I didn't think that the comedian made any mistake. I think he got it absolutely right. Robin Bryant, she's married to Giselle, and everybody behind the scenes know it. No, really. Everybody knows that. That's our proof. Hashtag Giselle Dixon and hashtag Robin Bryant. Those two are
I
together.
love you.
And if you really think about it, Giselle she's top billing over Robin when you really look at it. Even on Watch What Happens Live last night, even though Robin is stirring the pot a lot, Giselle always sits first. And her name is always top billing, and that's why I believe Robin will never sit first chair. But even though Robin brought her husband, not husband. What is this man? What is he again? So Robin is investing so much of her family and her life into it, and I just believe that Giselle is pipping her out, and Robin, she'll never get it. But I do want to talk about Mia. And Voyeur is probably going to be shocked, but I do have a heart, but I have to have tough love for Mia because I've had a heart for Mia all season. It's nothing for me. I speak for me. There's nothing wrong with Mia liking to watch her husband be with other women. They're married. They're a married couple. They're entitled.
My pearls. Oh my!
Listen, they're entitled. Listen, I'm not judged. I feel like married people, you can set the tone in your bedroom. Who, in the words of Andrew Caldwell, who are me to judge? So as a married couple, they're entitled to set the tone in their bedroom. I would never do something like that personally, let alone put it on television, but Mia's like Mia's rules. The way that Mia handled this scene, I was so disappointed because she should have owned this, like Candy Burris would have owned it when her and Todd were bringing women in their bedroom. You've already put it out there. You've already let people know, what your bedroom number is. So when you go forward, you have to go all the way forward. 100 always means 100. But when you pussyfoot around and you leave things in the gray area and you leave room for speculation, misinterpretation, and gossip, then you create a mess. So Mia did this to herself Because again, I'm not going to judge what two married people do in their bedroom, but you have to own it when you put it out there and make it a topic of discussion. Take control of the narrative and don't allow others to use your life story as a storyline. Mia fumbled this opportunity. And the last thing I'll say before we go to curves is, Mia, if you saw last night, I don't know if Jacqueline had anything to do with it or not, but Jacqueline is not your friend. Giselle is not your friend. And so I don't care if you live with people grow apart. Just because somebody does charity for you and they take you in when you're a kid, this kid did not take you into their home. Their parents took you in, even if the kid vouched for you. So you say thank you, you pay it forward, and you move forward. You move on. We need to stop holding on to these relationships just from childhood if it no longer serves you. Mia has some growing up to do. She has some healing she needs to do, a lot of work on the inside. And in the meantime, she needs to disconnect from everybody because she's going to ruin every relationship she comes in contact with because she is totally broken.
Did anybody
So go ahead, Mia.
Did anybody see Mims's video where they had I think what was it, a friend of Jacqueline's? Did anybody see that?
Her sister.
Jacqueline's sister.
Yeah.
I saw that video.
Okay, well, just to throw this out there, they didn't have to take Mia in. Mia was running the streets because she wanted to be wild and she didn't want to listen to her family. So she wanted to hang out and run the streets. That's why she was living with Jacqueline. They did not take her in out of charity, period. It was not out of charity. It was no drugs involved. Mia has straight up lied since she got on here. Mia's own mother said that she is heartbroken that Mia would lie and put her business out there. There's also a video going around of Mia saying that she used to be addicted to opioids.
So, well, you know, Mia has issues. I mean, we clearly see that, but we seen Mia get caught in lies on the show. But wait, KLG, thank you so much. Diva, I love your Christmas tree. Thank you. Who on their right mind would pay to go see Dumb and Dumber? Yeah, it was. Let me tell you something. I'm not even a professional on that level, and I could have organized that show better for them. It was a whole hot mess. But you know what, though? I'm not mad at them for trying, but whoever was the manager should have never got a 400-seat venue. Like, come on. And she was even, the manager or the coordinator was even saying, we can spread the people out so it looks full. So you knew y'all didn't sell enough tickets. It was a mess. Curves, what do you want to say about this? They didn't even have sponsors either. And they didn't have sponsors. Yeah, but you know what, though? When you want to piss in the fan's face, what do you expect? Giselle literally said on the Sherry Shepherd show, I don't give a darn about social media because they don't pay the bills. Baby girl.
She's crazy.
She's crazy. Go ahead,
so podcast social media, right?
Right. You know, stop it, Marlon. Get out of here. So my thing is that, okay, I'm going to have to give it to the girls. I'm going to have to give it to them. It's easy to make $14,000, you guys. It's so easy, especially in that type of situation. So we already have the ticket price at $150. And
well, hold on, Curves. They would have had to make $24,000, okay? Because they said they spent 10, and she said the profit was 14,000. So that means that you had to make 24,000 if you profited 14,000.
Okay,
she didn't say
so
they broke even.
It's still easy to make it. So
with that little bit of people in the audience.
Well, people could have not showed up. They could have had that situation, but selling 160 tickets, it looked like there might have been 160 people there.
And that's $24,000?
No,
that looked like 60 people to me.
It's going to be like at $150 each. That would have been the 14,000, right? But then the other part of it, you only need to sell like 20 t-shirts. I mean, 700 t-shirts at $20 each to make $14,000. And their merch is more than
but you would have to have that amount of people in the venue to begin to sell that many t-shirts. So here's the thing. Well, I've been with people who have put on productions, right? And the merch, you know, the merch is not their biggest return for their investment. It is not. And so a lot of times with the venue, the alcohol and the food is what helps break in. that helps rakes in the cash. But the tickets is what you will at the very least hope will cover back your money that you paid for the venue.
Right.
So I'm taking it as that venue with 400 seats. I don't know where the location was or whatever the case may be, but I've known venues that were smaller that caused cash to rent out. And if you ever go to a concert, like when you go to a concert at these venues, the artists themselves will tell you, I got to get up out of here because they have the venue for a certain time. And if you run a second over, you are getting charged the astronomical amount of money every minute that you are over in those venues. So if you go when they, everybody be like, encore, encore, encore. Yo, one time I went to see Diana Ross and she was like, I love you guys, but I got to go because after a certain time, it starts ticking and I owe this venue more money. So
Oh,
I love you.
really?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
100%. So because those venues, they gotta pay those people to stay there. They gotta clean up after that whole thing is done. They gotta go clean up all the seating area and all that. No, you pay for your time and then you're out. So it's not that easy to recover back your money that you put out. Lucky for them, the stage didn't look like much. So I don't think they put out much on the stage and their props and all of that. But
well, maybe they had the people who participated pay them, and that's how they made such a profit.
I doubt it.
Anyway,
I got it.
besides them,
And listen, and let me tell you, what's crazy is even the people that you gotta pay to do the lighting on the stage, the sound check, the mics, and all of that,
yeah,
throwing an event like that, it costs money. And at the bottom line, you want to fill every seat in the house so that you can partially make your money back. And usually your money is made back when you have sold out those tickets and then some. I just personally think it wasn't enough people in the room to clear $24,000 because you said you didn't say she didn't say I broke even. Out of her mouth, she said they spent 10K out of pocket.
right.
Then you want to try to tell us you profited 14,000. That's $24,000. I don't personally see it. Hold on one second, Curse. Paige, thanks for the super chat. Diva is my book club online. It is not. It is not because we physically every month, the last Sunday of every month, we meet up and we're like at each other's houses and we cook food. The host cooks the food. So that way, if somebody doesn't show up, we're not missing a biscuit, a soda, a juice, or water, or whatever. So, and it's usually like we used to be 11 or 12 members strong. Some people have moved, one person passed away. But no, we actually meet up. I will post in my community page in case anybody wants to read with us the book that we are going to read for the month of January, and also soon the guy from that movie for now it wasn't a movie, it was a series on NBC. It was called For Life. It was based on a true story. We're going to get his book. He's going to come to our meeting. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yes, but go ahead, Curbs.
Yeah, so I was just seeing how they could make that profit, and yeah, it doesn't feel like it's that hard. It did look like it had people there. Unfortunately, if those people did pay $150, they looked really happy about it, didn't they? They kind of looked like that audience looked very enamored with the Green Eyed Bandits. And where was their millions or sorority sisters? What's up with that? That was quite and then she was like, "Oh, we needed to sell 89 more tickets." That's a very specific number out of 400 seats. Like, that's weird. It was all just weird, the whole thing. And then the dancing in the middle,
The weird dancing.
that was so weird. Like, even if it was a podcast, the person is supposed to hear that shuffling around, and then to have Ashley do it, of all people. I'm like, well, they just needed some more star power for anybody else who wanted to see Ashley, right? But I loved Karen in that scene. And at the end, though, when Mia and Jacqueline were doing their shtick, at this point, it's a shtick to me. I feel like those are the people right there. I feel like those two right there are the ones that are doing the setup. They're the ones playing with everybody by giving us these salacious little tidbits and these like little sexy stories, and everything's just like so just like has everybody's tongues wagging and ears perked up at the thought of, there's two girls being sex kittens with each other. And oh, does that mean G? You're right, Diva. I would never let the thought rumble in a person's head for longer than it needed to. Had I
No,
slept
no,
with G or
not
any
for
other married
2.2
man.
seconds.
You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't let it rumble around in anybody else's head. That this lady right here, this lady that I'm not even friends with right now, paid for my Porsche. Talking about her name is on the title. What the hell? She's
That was
crazy.
She
messy.
lied. She
It's
lied.
weird. It's all
That,
weird. The show was weird. That
yeah.
was weird. And what was even weirder was when Mia turned and said that G has no money, like all in the middle of all of that. Just
She
like,
said that. She said it.
That was even that whole thing, that whole after show for them was messy.
yeah,
Was messy, messy, messy. And listen, guys, if I'm gonna think about it, I don't know how it's gonna work. It would work. But if I did an online book club, it would definitely have to be the same book that I'm reading with my regular book club. Because I don't have not one more second in the day. Not one. Not one, not one more.
you know what you
Ruth,
could do real quick
yes.
is Instagram book club. Tanya Sam from Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's how we had it with her. It was a
Mhm.
virtual book club, but you guys could still meet in person and just have your IG there live. We could all follow you on your IG, participate that way, and then at the end, when you guys are having your potluck, we could have a virtual potluck via Zoom. You could set the camera up at the potluck place, and you guys could be getting your plates or whatever, and we could be eating in the camera, all having a conversation. Bam.
Bam, I may do that. Even speaking facts, my brother used to be a jazz concert promoter in LA years ago, and it was expensive for him. You make money over, above, and beyond to make a profit for the artist. Yes, yes. It is. I know somebody that put on a play. It's a lot because
Yeah.
and those people are in unions, and then if you
Mhm.
do a certain venue, sometimes you have to use their people, which makes sense, right? For the lighting, the mic, the this, the that, the other. You got to pay the maitre d's, the people that sit the people. It's a lot. It's a lot. So that's why I'm saying it's not that easy to clear a profit, especially if you didn't sell out those seats. And then for her to sit there and say that, all of the rest of them had gotten free. And listen, I'll give this to Mia. She paid for her ticket just so that they can get their money. You got to give it up to Mia for that. I mean, she's messy, but that was nice of her to go ahead and pay for her
And
ticket.
and they
But
Well,
didn't
she
even
said
believe.
that. She
huh?
said that. We know how much she lies. So
Well, that's true too. But
Allegedly.
that
so we
you
don't
know what? I
know.
ain't gonna lie. That is facts. But let's throw this in there. The Insecure video shoot with Trina and Candace. I mean, I think the sisterhood was nice. And Miss Dorothy, yes, Miss Dorothy was there. She behaved. You got to give it up for Miss Dorothy. She did
Props
behave.
to Dorothy.
Yeah, props to Dorothy. Like she learned, I guess, some lessons from before. So she was there. She shut him out. And Candace did her shoot. Candace must weigh, Candace must weigh 2 pounds because the man picked her up, put on that card, like like it was nothing. Like he just carried her over there like it was nothing. Yes, just plopped her on. Yes, plopped her on there. Yes, yes. So I mean
And the
that was cute.
25,000 scene too.
I thought it was cute. Now listen, the scene with Juan and Robin, right? Juan is he a little nifty. He's like, listen, you know me since I was 16. Don't be coming at me with this prenup that's gonna have a clause in it about infidelity. He said, because I don't do that. Okay, so for all of the bloggers and everybody else out there claiming, Juan got him a side piece, a side chick, Juan is saying he don't do that. He knows Robin since she was 16, and she ain't got to worry about that. That clause does not need to be in the prenup, okay? What do we
That's
think about this?
stupid.
Are we going to trust
Stupid.
Ron? Are we
No,
trusting
what?
him? Are
No,
we
what?
trusting him? Go ahead,
No,
Robin.
what?
Oh, you said
Okay,
no.
I say no. Let us go back to season 1, episode 1, the introduction of the Real Housewives of the Potomac.
Mm-hmm.
Did not each and every one of those women, who none of them were married except Karen, did they all say, I was married to so and so, he was a cheater? Oh, that was my Giselle. She talked about being married to the cheater preacher, and that's why they're divorced. Robin said she was married to the basketball player. he's a cheater and they're divorced. So no,
Boom.
that's not foreign. Yeah, and he has been a cheater. We know that the streets are talking now that this is what we see on the TV is all for show that he has somebody else. And I think that her TV is a combination of her trying just like to stick it to him because she knows it and she's calling him out, but then trying to make it seem like she's being protective. It's all how y'all say it, Royer? It's all cap.
All cat, all smoke,
Robin only has eyes for
all of
Giselle.
it.
See, I slightly disagree, if I may.
Mhm.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
think that Juan is very smart and he's being very uh specific with his words. Like I watched the show today and I was like, Juan, what you trying to tell us? Like he was like, it's all about you. And I don't never really have a say. And it's whatever you want and it's whatever you're gonna do. So he's basically saying, Robin,
Hey, Essence, can
this
you
is
mute
your
yourself,
house.
please?
Oh me?
Yes, please.
No,
Oh,
that's not Essence is
Oh no.
talking, right?
Oh, I thought it was Pia.
No, who's
no, it's me.
talking? It's
Yeah,
Essence. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead,
it's
Essence.
Oh,
like
I'm sorry.
Juan was like, girl, you know this is your lie. Stop trying to put me in it. I'm not trying to blow you up on the spot. This is all about you, Robin. I never really had a say. We don't have to worry about infidelity. Like it was like very read between the lines, audience.
Mm.
That's what I was getting.
Oh, okay. You know,
Hmm.
now you got me thinking.
Yes, I would have to agree with Essence because as I was sitting there, well, and to me, in my opinion, this is a Robin issue because
Mhm.
Juan does not seem to really care either way.
Very
Right.
little.
Robin was the one that told Giselle this is not just cut and dry, and then she got into the confessional and said, well, every time I, get ready to talk about it, I just get nervous. I don't really want to talk about it with him. And it's just so funny that she wants to put this clause in, but you were just as much as an infidelity as Juan was. Because if I
Yep.
recall correctly, she cheated on Juan with the same man that got their money and made them broke.
Uh-huh.
So
There
it's
we
very
go.
confusing on me why she wants this clause in. Is it because you're possibly going to cheat on Juan while
No,
you guys get married, and then you want yourself to be protected? It's just very funny to me,
they're gonna
that.
annul that marriage. They might get
Put
married.
that clause for both of them.
I think Juan signed an NDA to go through with the wedding for ratings, and they're gonna get an annulment, is what I think. And I think Robin is on her way out the door, and I think production or Andy is sending Karen and Giselle to snipe Robin. Why did they both specifically ask her when was her wedding? Both of them in the
Well,
same episode.
here's where we're gonna part the roads out, Essence. Let me tell you something about Robin and Giselle. Those two
Mhm.
are thick as thieves.
Mm-mm.
So they will both throw a little bit of smoke in the game to throw us off, to make us think like they shading each other or they coming for each other. But trust
Mm-mm.
and believe they spoke about it way before them cameras even said lights, camera, action. Those
Oh
two are
no.
always going to be besties. And let me tell you something. Giselle will always clean up Robin mess. If
Yep.
you go see when they was on the Sherry Shepherd show, because Giselle knows that sometimes Robin can't get the right words out of her mouth, Sherry asked Robin a question, and Giselle said, no, hold on, before she even speaks. Robin laid down the footprint so that Giselle laid down the
Mhm.
footprint so that Robin could just follow. So
So
Giselle
true.
Mhm.
won't even let Robin mess up her words
Mm.
because she gonna
She's her
talk for her.
mouthpiece.
The same way
She's her
the
mouthpiece.
same way she
So
told us Juan wasn't on the deed. The same way she told us Juan wasn't on the deed.
Ron wasn't what?
Juan
Oh,
wasn't on the
on the
deed.
house, the deed
Oh,
of the
The
house.
same way she told
earlier
us he
this
wasn't
season.
on the deed.
Right. But you know what though? But see, here's the thing. Giselle can slip up and Robin is just gonna, give her a pass. But
Exactly.
Robin better not slip up and tell Giselle business because it's gonna be a problem. Okay, because
Which is
even when
why.
Robin pretended, like when Robin said it wouldn't be right if I told your business, whatever, she said, nah, we don't want to do that.
Do that
Giselle
exactly.
told her, nah, we don't want to do that. Do you remember that
Which is
scene?
why I agree when the the introductee introduced Robin and Giselle, because in my head I see Giselle as Robin's mom. Whatever Giselle does, Robin follows behind, or as her big sister. I'll say her big sister so that we can
Uh-huh.
bring it back together. As her big sister, everything that Giselle says, Robin goes running behind it. And like you said, to your point, Diva, Giselle had to set the track forward in order for Robin to, go on
To go in
Sherry's
the
show.
right direction,
And
or else
she
she will fly
Giselle
off.
knows exactly. Giselle knows that she's the brain of the operation.
Yep.
As we see, Robin came on not being able to cook, clean, take care of the kids, be a wife, do nothing. So Giselle has been the operation of this whole Simply Shady, this whole Giselle and Robin show. She's been running this thing. And so all Giselle got to do is lay out the platform, and Robin is going to follow right through. So
But
it's just a
Yeah.
segue for each other.
And if Robin messes up, because even at the Reason We Say the show, here go Robin, she was all out of place. Does my mic work? Can y'all hear me? Girl, y'all didn't do no mic check before this show. But you see, Giselle was just a boop, 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 boop. But in addition to that, when Robin messed up with bringing that speaker at the dinner table on the Sherry Shepherd show, Giselle cleaned it up for her, claiming she travels with Robin everywhere. And this speaker has come with them all the time. We never
That's a
saw
married
the
couple
speaker
right there.
before in our life. We never saw that speaker.
Never.
But Robin was like, yeah, I bring the speaker in the shower with me when I'm getting my makeup done, when I go on vacation, and it just happened to fit in my tiny purse. Would y'all two stop it? But Giselle is
Giselle
on
is
it. But go ahead.
underhanded.
Go ahead,
I
Yeah,
Esther.
they're a married
Giselle
couple.
being underhanded with the
Huh?
wedding stuff. I think Giselle. Listen, Giselle tried the same deal with Jamal, and it didn't work because Monique blew her spot. Right. I think Giselle. I think Robin is doing the same exact thing Giselle attempted to do, and Giselle is low key not all the way there with the plot because she asked her when is the wedding, and she know Robin don't want nobody asking her when is the wedding. So I don't know. I think that Robin and Giselle, when it comes to the whole wedding thing, I don't think Giselle's on board with that. I'm just saying.
You mean you don't think Robin's on board with it?
No, I don't think Giselle is on board 100% with Robin's facade.
Didn't Giselle shade Robin this episode?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, those two are thick as thieves. And what Robin does know is, because I think she said on Watch What Happens Live. Now it's blending, the two are blended for me, or she said it on Sherry Shepherd. She said, you know what? We've been engaged for XYZ. I've been on the show from the beginning, and I want to give the audience this wedding, right?
Sherry. She said that on Sherry.
She said it on Sherry. But you know why she said that? Because she knows hands down that Andy, production, and all of them, if they don't eventually give us a wedding or break the heck up, they're going to be done with them. That is why they was pissed with Kenya Moore. They was pissed with Kenya Moore because they love weddings, babies, and all things about family. Because technically, that's what the show's supposed to be about.
But Robin has had 7 seasons. Kenya didn't.
I didn't hear you. Say that again.
Bravo didn't do Portia's wedding either.
Say that again.
Bravo didn't do Portia's wedding either. So,
but remember, Portia pissed them off because she left the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah.
She left the Real Housewives of Atlanta at the most heated moment where they could have felt that they would have had the best season yet because she allegedly took Fallon's man and they wanted that next season to play out on Atlanta. They wanted her to be able to, people to ask questions about it, how you going to take your girl's man, all of that. But she bowed out. And then she just did her own show, which was a whole train work too, which I heard is supposed to be a second season of that.
I hope not. But can I say about Can I say about Robin?
Hold on, go ahead, Eve. Go ahead, speak.
About Robin and Juan, she better get that prenup. I understand Juan says that they're not going to fight about any money, but if Robin and Juan, by the time they get down to Target and do their gift registry, they better have a prenup, because if the other women don't take Robin's money, those boys down to the college will. Juan is in trouble at his job, and we're in the age where folks are being held accountable at work. and his baby is not looking good. So she definitely needs to protect her money. But I believe both of them are cheaters. I mean, you're not going to convince me otherwise.
They're not together. Period.
They're not
Well,
in the same house. They're
They're
not
not
in the same house.
dating.
Wait, hold on, E. I want to step back to something you said, but we ain't going to dive into it here. We'll wait till trending topics day. But you said that people are being held accountable at work. Well, apparently not TJ Holmes and Amy. But what?
girl,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
speak it, say it.
wait a minute. I thought we won that case. Bro, yeah, where's my counsel?
Ooh,
We did, but in reality, it's some other mess going on. So
so we, time will tell with those two, and people really being held accountable at work. So I mean, here's the thing. Robin apologizes to Mia for not showing up to the joint opening, but she only apologized because Mia was big enough to come to their little
Oh,
show.
I didn't see that part.
Robin is messy. Robin is
Full of it.
messy.
Full of it.
But we got to talk about really quickly before we close out the scene with Karen and Mia. And that's where we learned that Mia and G slept with Peter Thomas Boo. And
Exactly.
so that's what all of that heat
That-
was really about at that
yes,
dinner
There
table.
we
yes.
go.
Because Wendy probably knew already
Knew
what
about
went
it.
down and how they got down. And so when she said, you and your husband may get down like that, but me and mine don't.
Oh, she was
Mia
direct
lost
too.
her stuff. Okay.
That she
She lost
did.
her stuff. And she told Karen before it was Peter's girlfriend, she was ours. Good googly mind. Now I know you said we're gonna stay out of married folk business, but the problem is when married folk business spill into the streets, then you got us in your business and we gotta talk about it. So let's go around really quickly. Juanita,
Uh-huh.
their
Yes.
business is in the street. Okay. They said that Peter Boo was their boo before it was Peter Boo, so they slept together. Yeah, they
And
did.
and exactly. And that's why Peter's mad at Mia now because she and his girlfriend did a little dabbing. And that's why Mia was so pissed off at Wendy because Wendy struck a nerve.
When he struck a nerve, you hit it. That's the key point right there, Juanita. Wendy struck a nerve, but somebody else said it on this panel. I don't remember who. If you're going to do stuff, then in the words of Lisa Renner, own it. Own
Exactly.
it. You
And
knew
th-
what you was in these streets doing. Why you pissed that somebody calling you out for it? Because why you so pressed about Peter?
and
And
as my mom used to say, when your business get to be everybody business, you don't have any business.
well,
There we go. There we go.
hello. Well,
And
that
also,
part right there.
Wendy
So
was very bold. She said what she
Period.
said, and she knew Mia knew what she was talking about, and nobody else did. And I have much more respect for Mia in that way because a girl, you spilled all the tea, and you knew only you and her knew what you were talking about.
child, that part
You
right
said I
there.
gotta check in with Peter, like you and your man do. Oh,
Right, right. That's what pissed Mia
Oh,
off. That's what struck the nerve.
that's what she basically said. She said, "You, I gotta check in with Peter, like you and your man. That's how y'all
Hmm.
play."
I gotta sip my tea. Oh
Wendy
my
is
goodness.
gangster, honey. I got more respect for her than I had before because she said what she said.
She said what she said.
Exactly.
Okay, reasonably boring. What do you want to say about this? Now we know the truth behind Mia's outburst, okay? By her
Well, that,
breakdown, her
yeah.
losing control.
Let me say, I didn't watch season 6 very much. I kind of skipped all of it actually.
Oh
So
my.
there was a scene that they played about last season, and it was Mia saying that she watches Gordon while she's sipping champagne. And Giselle really, you have to give credit to her. She's a mastermind, and she used that moment from last season and used it for this situation when addressing Jacqueline. And it makes me wonder when I look at Mia and her inconsistencies, because she can brag about watching her husband do other people. Then if that why does that irk you if someone else like Wendy points it out? If you already let it out in the open, the inconsistencies is what really gets to me. I think she doesn't have thick skin for this show, and it really shows based on how she reacts towards others. If it comes out of her mouth, it's okay, but if others say it about her, then she's gonna throw a drink in your face. So
Oh yeah.
that's what I noticed. She's very inconsistent. She can dish it, but she can't really take it at all.
She can't take it at all. Right here. What do you feel about Karen and Mia having a chat and Mia saying, yeah, she had Peter's girlfriend first. It was their boo. It was their boo.
So, I would just like to address a couple of people. I'm not going to call out no individual names, but just a couple of people in the chat and on the panel. And those of whom owe Wendy an apology for calling her a liar and saying that she made up things. Daggone well knowing that Wendy didn't make up nothing. We know that Mia has been a THOT since before we met her. And she has continued to be that. So for all of those who was running...
Hold on for you.
Yeah, Mariah's angry.
Listen, Great Tribe. He checking y'all. He's saying, check it, okay?
Putting on him blast.
Wendy didn't lie. She was speaking facts. But go ahead, Roy. Finish on.
So she was speaking facts. And so we are owed another apology because Mia started that mess trying to come at Wendy. And you got upset because Wendy did what? Clap back. Now, see, if y'all was paying attention a couple of weeks ago, I told y'all how tables work, right? And the tables always turn.
What do they turn, don't it?
And then the tables is turning into Mia this time. Now, the tables is turning to Mia. And we are consistently seeing that Mia is a consistent problem every week of this show. So at this point in time, we have to sit back and say, if Mia continues to be the problem, maybe it's Mia. Maybe it's not Jacqueline. Maybe it's not, Giselle and Robin, even though there are issues. But it's looking like Mia is the big problem. You're a liar. You steal people's husbands. You steal money from what I heard.
Oh, my.
You leave some of your children hanging behind and you treat them other ones like they're just, on top of the world. We got some issues. We got some mental and emotional issues. Too. And we got to come down off this show. We got to come off of TV. And we got to deal with
agree. And give Jacqueline her flute because I'm here for it. I'm just saying.
I may be able to deal with Jacqueline.
So wait, hold on 1 second, Roy. Mo said Mia got a little lying problem. Just a little one. Just a little one. But go ahead, Roy.
A little lying problem. Look, the boy that cried wolf had a little lying problem too, and we see what happened to him. But I'm gonna do like Karen, and I got stuff to do, so I'm gonna go. Okay.
You said a mouthful. You said a mouthful.
Emmanuel, what do you think, Mia and Karen?
Okay, well, I wanted to tell you guys something else. So, do you guys remember before the season began, like months ago, there was a rumor that Giselle and Peter were dating?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
What I did the other day is that I went back to the first trailer that dropped for the season just to see what is going to happen or whatever. There was a scene in that trailer from the dinner that they had in Miami where Robyn exposed Candace, where Candace says, Giselle, what's all this talk about you and Peter? So they cut that out.
I remember that. And Wendy said something like, "Are you sleeping with him or something?" She said that.
And it's from that exact dinner that they had in the hotel. I just thought that was interesting why they cut that out.
Why did they cut that out?
Yeah.
No, because you know what they didn't, because he said, I thought, or maybe it was just a thing, because he walked away. He said, this is my time to exit.
They edited the scenes to make it look like that's what I
would have wanted to see that part.
You know what? I don't know. Pia, what do you think about this Karen and Mia scene?
You know what? There's something that just really bothers me though about Mia. I love Karen. I think Karen is just amazing and she's hilarious. But you know, I don't know. There's just something about Mia that I don't like. Forget the fact that she's a liar. For just put all that aside for a minute. There's just something so fake about her. And she always has to be the center of attention. Like when she lied and said that Chris was looking at her, that man won't pay you no attention.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, too, I think the real reason why she lets G do the things that he does, because come to find out, she's the fifth wife. He's been married 5 times. Okay. She's wife number 5. That's why she lets him go out and do whatever he wants to do, because I guess she doesn't want to lose her cash cow. But the thing of it is, allegedly, y'all ain't even rich no more. Both of y'all don't have any money. And what's really
gonna divorce him.
Well, here's the thing. Come to find out, Jacqueline, her ex-friend, she's not even like, Jacqueline has a really good job, a very good job. And she tried to get Jacqueline fired from that really good job.
I heard that too. I heard that.
Mia's got a lot of mess with her. I don't like her. However, urban legend says that when she keeps lying, her feet grow another 10 inches.
Well, for her to be shady towards her own husband and say G doesn't have any money is just so super messy. Robin, what do you think about this Karen and Mia scene and the fact that Mia, slept with Peter's girlfriend?
I don't put anything past Mia. Again, I think that she is a provocateur. She's an exhibitionist. She really is attention seeking. I think that she has a lot of demons. I think she's insecure, and all those things play out. She's concerning. She's going to be the next one that people are going to have.
Put a one in the chat if you want Mia back next year.
Huh? Oh, please.
Put a one in the chat if you want Mia back next year.
Listen, Mia is exposing herself as having a lot of problems, and hopefully people who know her or are close to her will reach out to her, because she has a lot of issues that need to be addressed, because she is queening on self-destruction in the open.
She has a lot of trauma issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she is. Right, she is. E, what are your words on Karen and Mia?
Well, I just have to be honest. Mia is sick. She needs all of our support and prayers. She's really a victim. She is a victim of this reality star lifestyle. If I remember correctly, Apollo, when he went to jail, he said, this is a lot of pressures that come with being on reality television. And I think Mia is succumbing to that. And I think, we have to have a heart when it comes to people who are not in their right minds. My grandmother used to always say, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And we really have to look at Mia through the same lens that we will look at Ashley, because really Mia is the victim of an older man preying on her. 5 wives, all of these children prior to, my God, she is trying to navigate in this space of, motherhood.
Look, girl, you're laughing.
Well, no, it's true. In the space of motherhood and being an entrepreneur and also getting to know this group of ladies, Mia came in being 100% authentic, sharing her life experiences, sharing the ins and outs of her marriage. And I think, we have to give her a little bit of credit for that. I mean, come on. And so when emotions run high and, tempers flare, not everybody has the grace and the gumption to do what Michelle Obama would do. So all I can say is this: when it comes to Mia, I just implore you all to remember those videos. And this has been the year that we have defined trauma. We need to have an empathetic ear when we are discussing Mia, because It could happen to any of us, any of our friends and family. I mean, just, have a heart.
Well, this is Karen's fault because she brought Mia to the show. Why did
I
Karen
just,
bring
I just, I just have a question. Did Mia pay you?
Mine is she in seminary school or something? What are we?
And E,
You
where was
are
all
very
of this?
nice to
Where
me,
was all of this
This
for
is a bridge
Ashley?
too
Where
far.
was all of this for Ashley?
Thank you for whoever reminded me in the chat. Mia stole him from his fourth wife, apparently.
No,
Okay.
he
If
prayed.
she's wife number 5,
No,
she stole him from wife number 4. So she's no victim. She
no,
didn't prey
He's
on
an
her.
opportunist.
no, Diva. G preyed on Mia. He preyed on her using his financial resources the same way Michael preyed on Ashley.
Did he prey on her, or was she a willing participant?
Based
No,
on her
She called it. She called the beat.
when
She
someone
was
When she was on the beach, having sex with G,
right,
Mhm.
the alcoholic version.
she was
People watching.
Doing it.
she was inebriated, she wasn't in her right mind, and we know people with low self-esteem who just go along with the flow in order to feel love. She is a victim. She is a victim of seeking love. She's in love with love. I mean, come on, have a heart. She was on that beach looking for love, and she thought she
But
found it.
where's Mia's heart? I'm looking for Mia's heart.
Well,
She's a city girl. She's from
Listen.
Miami. She is a city girl from Miami.
Listen,
So basic.
I said not. Mia is grown and a willing participant. Okay,
So basically, she was looking for love in all the wrong.
She's
places.
a city girl from the
And
305.
listen, we gotta admit, here's the thing. She does need help. She does need help because first she met him in the strip club, the high price strip club that sold steak and caviar
All
and
strip clubs.
a
All strip-
100-year-old age wine. Okay, that's where she met G initially, and he would pay tens and thousands of dollars. Yes, while wearing ball gowns. Thank you for reminding me. And he would pay tens of thousands of dollars to speak to her privately and only speak to her. And now, because she think we stupid, she want to play in our face. Later on, she said, she met him at the beach. They had sex on the beach, and everybody was watching. Mia is all over the place. Now, we ain't going to say she's naive. Yes, Eve, I have a heart and I have compassion. What's going on? What's up? Talk to me.
Last week, the chat got on me about me talking about Chris's profession, and we can't talk about Mia's profession. That was a earnest, hardworking living. She didn't break any laws. Meanwhile, we have these rappers selling drugs and impregnating women. All she did was dance. That's it. She just danced for y'all. And so we are not going to destroy her and ruin her character over making a hard living and trying to put herself through massage therapy school. I can't allow y'all to do that.
Well, may I rebuttal?
Where's the character, though? She threw a drink in Wendy's face.
Okay, listen, guys. My time is up. I love y'all, right? My time is up. Tomorrow night, I will be doing Love and Marriage Huntsville recap, okay? On Tuesday. On Wednesday, we will be doing trending topics, as well as Thursday, we will be doing trending topics. But Friday, we are going to have our holiday. I don't want to just call it Christmas. We're going to have our holiday event show, okay? We're going to have our holiday show. And I'll tell you more details on that before Friday. But Friday will be our holiday show. And we're going to talk about some holiday things on Friday. So listen, guys, thanks for being here. I love y'all. And I think the message of today is have a heart. Have some compassion.
You're shady, Diva. You're
have
shady.
compassion for
Well, listen, don't have a heart for one. You have to have a heart for all. Remember that, E. We can't just show love and compassion for one. We got to show it for everybody.
For everybody, okay? And especially Ashley, okay? But we shall talk about that next time. Okay, listen, guys. Thank you tonight for being reasonably shady. In addition to that, I don't care what nobody said. They did not make a $14,000 profit on that show. I want to see them. You know what? Matter of fact, at the reunion, I want them to bring the receipts. Okay,
Exactly.
In the binder.
I still haven't gone on Twitter. Y'all gotta tweet Andy, and tell him that those ladies need to bring the receipts from that show before I even remotely believe that they made a $14,000
Bring the
profit.
manila
Okay?
folders. The manila folders.
The
Yes,
manila
400.
folder, an
400.
envelope. Listen, a screenshot on their text, on their cell phone, something. But I ain't
A
going for it right
billboard. A
now.
billboard.
Yes, hashtag Michelle, bring the receipts. Hashtag compassion. Hashtag have a heart, okay? For everybody, not just
And
one.
hashtag good night.
Hashtag good night. Thank you, Robin.
Mhm.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Y'all have a good
That was a
night.
good
Hold
Love
on,
y'all.
show.
Ray. Don't stay backstage for 1 second, Ray.